What's up, guys? It's me, Percy. So, I've been getting many requests on this particular character, especially pertaining to the minions. We're not going to do another minion, I guess, just because people don't really want to draw another minion, I guess. I don't know. But I am going to do the villain of the Minions movie, which happens to be Scarlett Overkill. So, let's go ahead and get started on Scarlett, because she's an interesting character. Okay, the particular image that I picked out happens at the beginning of the movie when the minions first meet her, and she's got the ruby. So I wanted to do this image just because it's not as complicated, and you know she's evil, but at least she's still like fabulous and crazy with her wardrobe. She's insane. So what we're gonna do first is I'm gonna go ahead and lay out her head, which is kind of like this big giant guitar pick, because this is literally the shape of her head. Okay, then after that I'm gonna go up, and she's got this crazy beehive kind of a like hairstyle going on. So just know that's like just a guideline of her beehive hairstyle. Alright, next thing I want to do is I want to go ahead and lay out her eye guideline and everything. Now her eyes are way up here and everything. So what I want to do next is we don't see much of her eyes because she's kind of like squinting a little bit and everything. So what I want to do is next I want to go ahead and figure out where her nose is. Of course her nose is down this way because we're seeing more of this side of her face than this side of her face. So I'm going to bring down the nose line this way. Alright. So for her eyes, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to lay out this little squinty eye here, and then I'm going to come over here, and here's another little squinty eye right here as well. So we've got 1 and 2, okay? So after that, what I want to do is we need to figure out, now Scarlett's nose is extremely pointy. So what I'm going to do for right now is I'm just going to go like this. It's really long, it comes to a point, and then it just goes straight back into her face like that. It's very witchy kind of a feel to it. Okay, let's go ahead and place her eyelids a little bit more and everything in her squinty eyes. So what we're going to do for her squinty eyes, essentially her hair is coming over this way and is casting a little bit of a shadow on her one eyelid, but her one eyelid is going to start right up here, I'd say. Okay? Now let's just focus on this eye for right now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go from the corner of my little circle I made, and I'm going to make that bottom line, and then I'm going to go ahead and keep the roundness of the bottom of my line right here and keep that. Then I'm going to go ahead, close off with a pupil, okay? And then I'm going to jump over here. Now that we're seeing more of this eye as opposed to this eye over here that's getting chopped off from the side of her face and her nose. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead just like that, and then I'm going to come underneath, keep the one roundness like we did over here. Okay, now we see more of her pupil, so it's going to be a little bit bigger like this, like that. Alright, then I'm going to come up and I'm going to put my eyelid here, and I'm going to put my eyelid right here. Okay, now she has a little bit of eyelashes coming out this way, like that. And then the bottom eyelid just kind of stays with like a good eyeliner line. And then over here, it's pretty thick like the other side, and a little bit of eyelashes going on over here. Okay, then on top, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and lightly draw her eyebrow all the way up here. And then we barely see her eyebrow back here because her bangs hairstyle are covering this little whatever eyebrow lineage. Okay. Now for her nose, because it is very interesting and complicated in a way. Okay. So we have this part right here. Like I said, this chops off the side of her eye, comes out just a little, and then back in. What we're going to do is I'm going to come, since we have this coming in right here, we're going to draw this line, make kind of like a triangle, and come back to the point. So we went down here, so we kept this little part here, we made like a triangle and came right back up. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to keep my little triangle I made, and then I'm going to make a nostril here, like that. And then of course over here, this is a little nostril over here as well. Okay, after that, I'm gonna go ahead and bring that up just like that. So we have her nose. Now, another thing that's very important with Scarlett is she's got a lot of shadows going on. So we've got a little bit of shading here going on. And of course with her eyelids, we've got lots of shadow going on. Now she's kind of like, I wouldn't say it's purple eyeshadow, but it's definitely a lot of purple shading going on, which is awesome. So we got a little shadow on this side and this side, and then of course over here as well. Okay, after that, let's go ahead and place her lips, because we do have to shape up her face to give her more of her cheek area and everything, and give her some rosy cheeks, blah, 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 blah. So I'm gonna come right underneath over here and say, here's one dimple, okay? Now I'm gonna just start a line from down here, go up like that. All right, so now we've got this crazy looking line going on. Now the thing about Scarlett's lips are they really don't have that much shape to them. Like her upper lip, what you could do is you could just lightly shade this line like I've already started to do. And it's very like boxy, I want to say. And then her bottom lip, make sure we keep that dimple going on. And then her bottom lip is very rounded. And it's very symmetrical to the top lip, like that. So then after that, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna lightly shade, because she is wearing really dark red lipstick to match her awesome dress. Okay, after that, let's go ahead and shape up her face just a little bit more. Now, since her bangs, like I said over here, are overlapping this side of her forehead, but her actual face starts to come out just a little bit over here. It's a little rounded with her cheeks, and then they go back into that morphed chin that we made at the beginning with her actual face structure, facial structure. Okay, with this side over here, we see more of her face, so we're just going to make this a little flat on this side. Make this a little round, just to give more cheeks, and then back into that chin like we did on this side. Right, let's give her some dimples. So we've got one dimple here, and then we have just one little dimple over here like that. Okay, what I want to do is with this dimple is we've got crazy awesome red cheeks going on over here. So we have a red cheek here and then red cheek here, because what's a villain without extreme blush? So I want to morph her eyebrows just a little bit more, give it a little bit more shape because they own fleek. So just box this up like that. Okay, next is we need to fix up her hair just a little bit more. So we've got this part of her hair starting from up here, and then we have this part of her hair going down here. Yes, this huge gap can stay like that on the top of her head because that's the way it goes. Like I said, she's got a crazy like beehive style going on. So we know that it's parted. So one side's gonna go this way and one side's gonna go this way. So I'm gonna come down over off to the side, and then it's literally gonna go swoop, go right back towards her face like that. Okay. Then over here as well, it's gonna go swoop into the face. It's gonna go swoop, flare out, and I'm just gonna connect it together like this, swoop, flare out, just so we can give that symmetrical line. And of course, we're gonna draw her neck straight down. You can see after that, what I want to do is I want to bring down her neck, because right now her hair and her head floating around just kind of looks weird. So I'm gonna come out from this side of the chin right down here like this, and then I'm gonna bring down this line over here and bring down this side of her neck like that. All right, arms are super skinny, so I'm just gonna kind of give a little bit of a shoulder right here on this side of her neck. So I drew this part of her neck, and then I drew out this shoulder right here. So after that, I'm gonna come from over here, almost the exact symmetrical distance apart like that, and I'm gonna make another shoulder like this. Okay, I want to go ahead and give her choker. She does have a choker on her neck. That's just like that. Pretty simple. Kind of looks like Cinderella's choker. So just go ahead, fill that in. Alright, what I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and make her chest. So from this part of her neck, I'm going to go ahead and draw a line out this way. And then it's going to go right back in. So I go out, round it out just a little bit. And then it's going to do like a dramatic inward motion, okay? Then I'm going to come over here. Now, this part's interesting because, okay, here's my shoulder. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead, round that out right there. And then I'm going to bring this in and go straight down just like that as well. Okay? Go straight in like this, and then it's going to go a little bit more inward, and then it's going to go straight down like that. Because once again, we're seeing more of this side of her body than this side. So it's straight on top, and it goes rounded and down with a little bit of excess material coming out to the side over here, like that. Okay, what's interesting is if you want to shade it just a little bit to understand where your shadows are and everything, and give it a little bit more in-depth perception, your shading comes out this way, and then it'll go down. So essentially, the shading would be like this on your red dress, just like that, okay? After that, what we're gonna do is we're gonna jump to her armpit. Yes, we see Scarlett's armpit. So we see a little bit of like, I don't know, armpit muscles or whatever. I don't know. But we're gonna go ahead and bring out this side of her arm. Scarlett has very, very long, twiggy arms. Okay, so we have this part of her arm going out, and then this part of her arm going down. So we got like a Jack Skellington vibe going on here. That's exactly what I think of as Tim Burton's characters and everything. So I'm gonna make my rounded shoulder, and then of course it's gonna go in and mirror the exact top like that. Okay, and then of course I'm gonna go ahead and come from this top of her arm and go in like that. Go ahead, round it off. Her elbows are not pointy, they're rounded. Okay, and go in, make a little bit of an indication that her arm is changing. Okay, and then I'm gonna go ahead and give the top of her black glove right here. Okay. Okay, so from this little muscle part right here that we see of, I don't know, Scarlett's armpit or whatever, it's once again like the dress, it is shaded like that, okay? I really need to go back to anatomy. Okay, so we got shoulders and everything. Now let's come over here. So essentially from the image I'm looking at, the picture does stop right about here. So this is all I see of this particular scene or this shot from the movie. So this doesn't even exist right there. You could probably just take a ruler and just chop just like that. So that's all I actually see of the actual image. And of course her gloves are black along with her crazy choker and everything else. Okay, so that's all I see of her actual arm. So this side, once again, this shoulder needs to come straight down and hide behind her chest, okay? Then from straight down, gonna bring out her arm this way. Again, just bring it down this side and this side. Once again, very twig-like and stuff. And once again, I can't see past that. So this is the edge of our movie still, right here. And of course, her arm comes up. All right, and what I'm gonna do for right now is that I'm gonna draw this circle right here because that's where her hand's gonna be holding the ruby. Now, from down on this side, I'm gonna go ahead and once again finish off the rest of my twig-like arm. And this is all black because this is all we're seeing of her gloves. So like I said, this part of her shoulder, so her shoulder is going straight down and out. So we go to her hand, and what we're going to do is we're going to go out, in, and we're going to swoop around like that, okay? Go back in, and we're going to connect the hand with the wrist like that. Okay, so we have her ring finger right here. It goes out and in like that. Interesting. Seems that Scarlett, I didn't know Scarlett only had 4 fingers. Cool. Anyways, makes life easier for us. We've got whatever this is, the pointer finger. It comes up, and then of course we're gonna draw the other side of her hand, which is her thumb. It's going up, curves inward like that, down, and into the rest of her hand. We curve this inward like this just to fill up that space that's leading. Alright, once again, black gloves. There we go. There's that. Now, after we draw our hand, of course, we've got the ruby. Okay? And then rubies are pretty easy. Just like that. So we just made a basic diamond shape, which is like straight, side, side. Make sure they're in the width. This ruby is in the width of her actual fingertips because she's got a thumb on one side and an index finger on the other, middle finger, that's index finger. I don't know what it is. 4-finger talk. Okay, so then we're just gonna round this off like that. And we have the ruby that she's holding. And then if you want to get more in depth, draw this, like that. There's the ruby if you want to. You can even put some little sparkles on it because it's the ruby. Like that. And you can go in there and give it a little bit of shine. Alright, I realized we didn't do exactly fill in her pupil, so we have a little shine here and a little shine here. Scarlett does have very beady eyes, so I'm just going to kind of lightly fill that in there. And then this is just black over here because that's all we can see. But we see more in depth over here, like that. She's got blue eyes. Okay, now for her hair, once again, this is the part, so essentially one direction of her hair is going this way. And then the other direction, of course, is going this way. Love her hair. I wish I was as fashionable as Scarlett. Okay, so and then of course at the bottom, it's flaring out a lot like my Discuss tutorial. Like that. And of course she has jet black hair. Of course, she's a villain. What could you expect any other hair color from a villain? That was a cute little short tutorial on how to draw Scarlett Overkill from the Minions movie, Despicable Me character and everything. I hope it was fun. I mean, it's just a little short. It's just fabulous, fabulous Scarlett evil. She's evil. Okay, so I wanted to ask you guys, what would you think about doing like Disney villain series? Would you guys be interested in that? I don't know. Are you? Blah, 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 you know. Just leave in the comments below who you would like to draw next if you want to do my Disney villain series. But yeah, guys, if you like this little video, make sure to give it a good old thumbs up. Yeah, because it's awesome and I love seeing those little thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe for doodle tutorials every Thursday, or sometimes I do vloggity vlogs on Saturday. I forgot this week, but then I posted on Tuesday, so that was interesting. And make sure to follow my Instagram, my Twitter, like my Facebook page, follow my Snapchat. I do ridiculous snaps of TV shows I'm watching and my dogs are ridiculous. But yes, guys, I hope you have a wonderful week and I will see you all on Saturday. Bye!